Look at this. This guy invented cocoa, which
He
is
invented milk as well.
which is a product that you can purchase raw.
He did not invent Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah. He did not invent. This guy did. What the fuck website is this? This is nonsense.
This is he invented vinegar. Wait,
look at the bottom. It says he invented plain pickles. No, he did not. He did not invent cheese sandwiches, plain pickles, cocoa, bar candy. Yeah, no one figured out bar candy.
What is this? This is just lies about Eli Whitney.
This is the least reputable site I've ever been linked to. Tuskegee.edu. What are they doing over at Tuskegee?
Okay, that explains a lot. Okay. He invented everything. Okay,
he invented vinegar,
energy, fucking the car, the television. He invented vinegar.
Some people will tell you that they've been using vinegar for thousands of years. No,
this dude invented fucking punch.
He invented gasoline.
No, this is all lies.
It says it on here.
Pineapple punch, hand lotion.
Man, he was just mixing shit up all day, huh?
How did he invent gasoline and gas?
He didn't invent any of that shit.
Yeah, the concept.
There it is. It's there.
Scroll up, Zach. This guy's getting credit for paint,
printers,
diesel.
All right. Now I don't believe he invented a goddamn thing.
No, this is so. Were we fib to the same way we were fib to about Helen Keller?
I bet they got thinner skulls than us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They have to, right?
Yeah. Well, it needs to protect a smaller brain. Yeah.
Yeah. That Kazakhstani scientist proved it. The Dr. Yamonich.
Yeah. Dr.
Remember when Borat went before that women's group and said that? He's like, it hasn't been proven the women have a smaller brain. Like, that is not true. Dr. Kimosevich at a government institute, he proved it. And they're like, it is not true. He's just
it has to be true, though.
It is true.
Because just bigger people have bigger brains, right? I'm not saying they're smarter. They might be. I don't know. But
maybe
in adulthood, male brains are on average 10 to 15% larger than female brains.
I think what it was he may have said that women have the same size brain as a cat or something. Like he said something wild.
I don't see what you're taking umbrage with so far.
They should be birds. They should be bird
interesting.
brains.
And male brains remain larger even after body height is adjusted for.
I would like to see. I want to see if a genius. If there's is there any correlation between brain size and brain power? Like if you looked at a genius's brain and a dotard's brain, is there any like visible difference?
There's definitely a correlation across the animal kingdom. Right? Like there's no doubt that if I grab something with a rat-sized brain, it's not going to be smart as something with a dolphin-sized brain.
That's not necessarily true, though, because you've got
not perfect. But there is a correlation.
Birds, like some birds are so smart, and then like birds feel smarter than cows that have that big giant brain. I don't know.
Cows have big giant brains?
I mean, as big as ours, right? I've seen a cow's head explode before. There's a lot of stuff in there.
I believe you. Yeah, I mean, clearly there's a connection between the size of the brain and how intelligent the animal is. Like, maybe not the hardest and fastest.
But you know how the bell curve works with women's intelligence, though, that the smartest individuals are women, despite having the smallest of brains.
A human brain is three times the size of a cow brain.
The men are the smartest and the dumbest. It's a less peaked bell curve for male intelligence. Women tend to cluster more.
But the most smart person is a woman.
Oh, maybe I thought it was that dude who was a bartender.
I don't mean literally. I just mean like statistically, it would be most likely, right? Because the woman's bell curve goes taller than the man's bell curve, despite not being as wide.
No, because the height is not it is a narrow peak in the middle of the bell curve, which means that there are more women clustered at average, whereas men are flat. So we have more men. We're not as clustered. We have a more equal, not equal, but more equal representation of low, middle, and high. Whereas
I thought that the
huge representation of middle.
I thought that in addition to all that, the female peak was higher, as in like that while there are fewer females that are smarter than men, they're the ones that are smarter than men.
No, it's the opposite of
no.
that. So like if you meet a actual genius,
those dirty lying fucking women, then they misled me. They're not that smart.
They were trying to lie to you.
They can't even interpret data correctly.
If you meet someone who's like a genuine dullard, like an actual idiot, they're more likely to be a man than a woman. Similarly, if you meet like an actual bona fide genius, they're much more likely to be a man than a woman.
Speaking of lady geniuses, this is going to be boring to you, but I was watching this thing about they were trying to send a probe to Mercury because they'd only ever sent 2, and both of them just did these quick flybys. And what you want is to get the thing to go around and around Mercury so you can test and photo and map and stuff. But it has to be going so goddamn fast when it gets there that decelerating is a problem because they're traveling in toward the sun and it's so far away. So they didn't know what to do. And this Chinese lady, or her name was Chinese, at NASA, came up with this. Her name's like Pung Ting Tao came up with this idea that where you wouldn't just go straight for Mercury, you would go around the sun and back to Earth, and like this huge pattern where that took 7 years from 2004 to 2011, where it went around multiple planets and using each of them to slow itself a little bit, so that when it finally got to Mercury, it would be slow enough to go into an orbit. And I was fascinated by her coming up with that idea and how
you should have just shot it a little slower.
My dumbass idea is to approach it while it's going away from you, right? Because it's the relative velocity of the missile to the planet that matters, right? So we just catch the planet when it's coming away from us. And
you know, it would suck is if like they launch that and 3 days later, you know, Xi Jinping comes up and he's like, I come up with even better idea. That not take 7 years. It take 2 months. And they're like, this is
the chart we were talking about. I don't know if Zach is able to pull it up on the screen, but it shows how, if it's accurate, who knows? I mean, it's a picture, so it's accurate. It's on the internet, but women are clustered in the center of the IQ range. So they're highly represented in average, but poorly represented on the extremes of dumb and smart, whereas men are less represented in the average and more represented on the extremes. That's what we were talking about.
Makes sense. You got all the male inventors and all the male ditch diggers. You got them. You got the circle of life, as they call it.
I don't think that's what the circle of life is.
And all those great mothers.
And all the wonderful mothers, all the very average mothers. that's
It's good to moderate mothers.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite lady invention? What do you think's the?
You'd have to give me like a Google search amount of time to think about that. Probably nagging. I don't know. What's a good? Do women invent?
I don't know any lady inventions. I'm gonna be honest. I bet there's some good ones, but I don't know of any of them.
Wait! Didn't a woman invent or discover penicillin? Isn't that a real?
No, that's a man. Marie Curie.
That's who
did the radiation stuff. She was fucking around with uranium and plutonium or cesium or something, and gave herself cancer.
I don't think she was an inventor, though. I think she was a scientist, right?
She was, yeah. But I'm sure she made some discoveries that were important for nuclear science.
You know who's like always in the inventor conversation, even though I don't even know how impressive it is Eli Whitney with his cotton gin. It's neat, but someone else would have come up with it.
Dude, the cotton gin gets so much mileage in elementary schools is like revolutionizing.
It really does. What was that about? It's not like we spent 6 months learning about copy machines. What the hell?
Yeah. Big Eli is out there propagating to us all of these. What else? You know what?
You know what else got way too much attention? Fucking peanut butter.
Zach's right. It made slavery obsolete. That was the point.
You know what? Peanut butter.
Damn you, Eli!
The Eli Whitney. He got too much attention, and then George Washington Carver. They didn't tell us in school that he didn't invent peanut butter.
They kept it a secret.
They kept it a secret. He did.
No. He invented like a bunch of other peanut related stuff, but not butter. Oh. He didn't think to mash it up and put sugar in it.
He was making wall insulation and shit over there when some white dude was like, it's pretty good if you mix it with oil. Oh, what the fuck? You made socks? What the fuck?
Something tells me, Mr. Carver, no one's going to be using your fucking peanut husk tampons.
Have one of these Ritz, dude.
Dude, I'm putting shit on burgers now. It's fantastic.
Using his earplugs? What's wrong with you? You're just making shit up.
I want to see what
they made that cotton gin seem like it was very important, and I didn't remember why, but I guess it did make slavery obsolete. Dude, if you went back and you killed him, I wonder how that would change U.S. history. That'd be a fun little what if novel where like slavery has to continue, like the North never has an issue or takes issue with slavery because you need the manpower.
Dude, I am upset about his list of things that he invented. I don't see peanut butter on here, like you said. The number one invention that this guy came up with is salted peanuts.
What?
That's more of a discovery.
Okay, so no one had ever totally made up the guy. Like all his stuff was nonsense. Dude, I've invented shit drunk late at night in my sparsely stocked kitchen. If this is the kind of shit we're counting,
they are not giving him credit for the salted peanut.
Apparently,
no one gets credit for that.
Woody, no one gets. Someone got credit for it, and he wouldn't lie to us.
Quick, what's the number one item on this list?
Let's see.
Salted peanuts. Well, the number 2, it says peanut butter. I don't know how you missed that.
Oh, it was all the way down at number 2.
God damn it. What? I don't know why it says that. Meat substitutes?
3?
Chocolate coated peanuts, chili. Dude, he just pulled a Bubba Gump on this.
I make mock peanuts, mock
peanuts,
mock duck.
Here, some of the other ones are. He invented breakfast food number 2, breakfast food number 3, breakfast food number 4, and 5.
Yeah, but who can forget the all-American staple, cheese tutti frutti?
I don't know what that is.
That's down there. Oh, look at this. This guy invented cocoa, which is
milk as well.
Which is a product that you can purchase raw.
He did not invent Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah. He did not invent. This guy didn't. What the fuck website is this? This is nonsense.
This is. He invented vinegar. Wait,
look at the bottom. It says he invented plain pickles. No, he did not. He did not invent cheese sandwiches, plain pickles, cocoa, bar candy.
Yeah, no
one figured out bar candy.
What is this? This is just lies about Eli Whitney.
This is the least reputable site I've ever been linked, Woody. Tuskegee.edu. What are they doing over at Tuskegee?
Okay, that explains a lot. Okay. He invented everything. Okay,
he invented vinegar,
energy, fucking the car, the television.
He invented vinegar.
The light
Some
bulb.
people will tell you that they've been using vinegar for thousands of years. No,
this dude invented fucking punch.
He invented gasoline.
No, this is all lies.
It says it on here.
Pineapple punch, hand lotion.
Yeah, he was just mixing shit up all day, huh?
How did he invent gasoline and gas?
He didn't invent any of that shit.
Yeah, the concept.
There it is. It's there.
Scroll up, Zach. This guy's getting credit for paint,
printers,
and diesel.
All right. Now I don't believe he invented a goddamn thing.
So this is so. Were we fib to the same way we were fib to about Helen Keller
and Harriet Tubman
and Harriet Tubman? And
who was the one who wouldn't sit in the back of the bus?
Fucking, I don't know.
Mary Tyler Moore, right?
It was Mary Tyler Moore. Rosa Parks. That's who it was. Fib 2 about Rosa Parks. Fib 2 about fucking Helen Keller. Fib 2 about George Washington Carver.
Fib 2 I've been doing a little research. I have my favorite women's invention. Mint chocolate chip.
You know what? What respect, the deep respect I had for Dr. Carver is now gone. I don't have it anymore, but I'm having fun making fun of his list.
That website's full of shit.
It is. What do you do to this? Can't be a real university. There's no fucking way.
Isn't it?
He's taking credit for 5 different kinds of paper. in the bottom section.
Gas and gasoline separately.
I don't believe any of
it. Gasoline. Oh, he invented rubber. Man, this guy was busy.
Yeah. When you lie about all that, now I don't believe you invented peanut butter. Now I don't think you would have come up with salted peanuts on your own at this point. The gall of claiming salted peanuts.
The dude should just put the cotton gin on his list.
They should have just been like the cotton gin. Dude, I'm looking at Eli Whitney's list of like inventions, and I don't think he worked that hard after the cotton gin.
It pretty much took care of him for life.
Cotton gin was a big one. Interchangeable parts. It says, which is like something that there's no possible way that like people have been using interchangeable parts for thousands of years.
I was told Henry Ford kind of made that a thing.
I think he did the assembly line.
The assembly line, but that mass production is part of it.
It used to be, you sort of built all your parts to fit together. Like I have made a lot of woodworking projects, and when you put the drawers in, they go right in their right spot. You can't just change them around. That's drawer number 1, 2, and 3. They're not the same size. But when they started adding more like precision in manufacturing, then all the parts are the same size.
Yeah,
you can take it from
the idea of building a truck in Detroit and then another one in Atlanta, and being able to take them both completely apart, mix the parts together, and build 2 more trucks again was a new fucking thing. It was like that level of precision, and with your machinery is necessary, and then the coordination and everything. That's one of the things that made the United States so good when they went full total war mode after Pearl Harbor, and when they were able to weaponize the auto industry that we already had, and all that infrastructure for manufacturing. The numbers of airplanes are staggering that we created.
I think we benefited from some new infrastructure. Like, take right now, for example, we're building artillery shells, and I think the machines we make them from are 80 years old. And we can't ramp up our artillery shell production like we wish we could. But back in the 1940s, all that shit was brand new and state of the art.
Probably so, yeah.
Ammunition. Every time there's a freaking bullet shortage of some caliber, then you find out like, oh yeah, the machines that make that bullet are 80 years old. And
I never understand that one. That one doesn't make any sense at all to me. I don't understand what the shortage even is. Like, can you not get powder? Can you not get primers? Or can you not get, that's it? Because you can make the rest. Like, you make your own brass, you make your own lead. I don't know how to make primers, and I don't know how to make gunpowder, but those companies do. So when I hear there's a shortage, I don't fucking get it, because you just the gigantic machines, like the ones that you would see on How It's Made. Yeah, I don't know how you get one of those. But there's reloading machines. Like, I don't know.
It baffles me. Like this machine turns nickels into quarters, right? It takes 5 cents of material and turns them into 45-cent bullets or 25-cent bullets. Why aren't more people jumping into this business if there's a shortage?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I never.
And I don't know what's necessary if there's a licensing thing. I found licensing easy to get with ATF. I don't know if it is an ATF license. I don't know anything about it. I mean, you can make your own ammo, and I know people make their own ammo and sell it at gun shows. So I don't know if there's any law saying that Woody couldn't just buy 50 machines, put them in his barn, and start Woody's ammo company. I don't think there's a law against that, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
I want to check before you get those machines.
I bet there's some laws on how some of this stuff is stored, like the gunpowder.
That for sure. You would, if you're going to have a certain amount of powder on the premises, you probably need a magazine. There's probably a point at which just smokeless powder alone, you've got too much. Actually, well, unless the guy that I knew was doing the wrong thing, he had kegs and kegs of powder. Like when I would buy powder to reload, you'd buy a pound. And a pound of powder is like the little jug of it, and it goes a long way. A pound of powder makes lots and lots of shotgun shells. But he had kegs like from the video games, like round wooden kegs.
Like Donkey Kong throws.
Donkey Kong kegs, yeah. Well, like that though, full of gunpowder. And he just had them on shelves.
It was a flex room, though, wasn't it?
No, it was his reloading room.
Okay. I mean,
he's reloading. Oh, he needs kegs of it, like for what he's big shells.
Oh, big shells. Yeah.
But yeah, but I never understood that either. How there could be a a shortage on ammo. Like, I wondered what component, like, does all the gunpowder come from China and there just isn't any at the docks right now? Does it come down to that? Like, can you just not lay hands on one of these components? Because the machine should just be turning these out, like you said. I don't get it.